Right, we checking in, so we checking out. Check it in, so we checking in to check it out. So, today we're gonna talk about the truth behind dating women and men who've got kids. Okay, we're gonna talk about the truth behind it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna start this video a little bit different because what I'm talking about really is mainly aimed towards women, and that's basically due to the fact that it's women who are the ones that, like 95% of the time, they're the ones who have got the kids. They're the ones that's where the kids are. So it's the mom and the kids come together. You know what I mean? All right. So, but that's that. But yeah. But I'm gonna start backwards. Really, I'm gonna talk about the man side of it. Okay, because we don't really hear about that. We don't really hear about the man side of it. We don't really hear like the detrimental side of a man having, a man having multiple kids, or a kid by another woman, or by two women, or even three, or whatever the fucking case may be. We don't really hear that side of it, so I'm gonna start off with that. Okay. So I can talk about myself in this situation, and obviously there's many more out there like me. Now, I've got two kids by two different women, yeah? Unfortunately, okay? I was young, dumb, made mistakes, you know? And that's just how it is, as simple as that. Shit luck, end of the day, is what it is. So that's just what's happened, okay? Now, does this put me at a disadvantage? Does that put me at a disadvantage when it comes to getting women? And I don't just mean getting women for like just for a little hookup. You know, we hook up for 2 or 3, 4 times, and then we part our ways. You know, we're talking about getting women in terms of having relationships with women and stuff like that. So, does it negatively affect that? It can do, but for the most part, it actually doesn't. From my experience, and not just from my experience. Obviously, I know a lot of guys, yeah, who've got kids, either by the same woman or by multiple different women, yeah, and a lot of them. They seem to fall on their feet quite well when it comes to snaring a woman to settle down with, yeah? And that woman may not even have kids herself. I've seen that a lot of times. I know men who have multiple kids, right? I know men who have got multiple kids, right? And they can snare a single woman, yeah? Got no kids of her own. She probably don't want any kids or whatever, but she'll get with that guy. She'll get with him. She'll stay with him. And all that good stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not exactly sure why that is, but it's a real thing. It seems like we still, as a man, we still have that capability of able to. You know, obviously I'm not talking about whether you're the kids. I'm not about whether the guy's got custody. I'm not talking about that. Okay, that's very rare. So we're not talking about whether the guy's got custody. So yeah, it's a very real thing that a guy has still multiple options of whether he wants a hookup or whether he wants a relationship with a woman. And whether that woman can be child-free. And again, from my own experience and from other guys that I know, they can bag these women, not a problem. You know what I mean? And that's not, yeah, I've seen it too many times. It's not a coincidence. It's not just a one-off. It's a regular thing, yeah. So we do have an advantage when it comes to that. You know, I don't know. You know, again, I'm not too sure why exactly, but we do sort of tend to have that free, like that free kind of movement of who we can be with and who we can't. Obviously, there's women out there who are not interested in men who have kids with, who's got another kid or who has multiple kids or whatever. I know there's numerous women who not interested in that though. But to be honest, if I had to put a percentage on it, I would say, I'll probably say 35% of women, that'll be a put off, maybe 30%. And then 65 to 7%, it's not necessarily put off. And, you know, when you think about it, that's pretty surprising. You know, how, you know, because women know how other women are. So women will know that whether he's got dramas with his baby mom or whether his baby mom and that are cool, there's always that possibility. Even if him and the baby mom's cool, there's always that possibility of shit going left and there being drama. So women know that. So women do know that, but they'll still get with the guy. And he could say, well, maybe the guy's he's probably bringing X, Y, and Z to the table. Not necessarily. These could just be normal guys, mate. The normal guy got a normal living, got normal wage coming in. You know, just a regular guy. You know, no one's special. I'm no one special. Just a regular guy bringing in a regular wage. You know what I mean? Just, you know. So it's not necessarily because the guy is minted or whatever, or some high known, some guy's got some like status or some bullshit. It's not like that. But on the flip side, there are, you know, I've known women, right? I've heard it out of their own mouth, right? I've heard one girl. There's one girl who's got a kid by a guy who's got 8 other kids with 8 other women, and she's completely fine with that. She got breed. She got breeded up last. He's not even with her, and that's all fine. And that's fine. Some women just don't give a fuck. But again, I think them ones are few and far between. Some of them women just don't give a flying fuck. It's almost like, I think, you know, it's almost like, I don't know how accurate this is, but it's almost like they see men who've got multiple kids. You might have 2 baby mums, maybe 3 baby mums. They might see them as some sort of like, there must be something about this guy why he's able to have a baby by this girl, have a baby by that girl, have a baby by that other girl. There must be something about him, and some girls see that, and some girls go by that bullshit, and they'll get breeded up by the same man. And this same man's got fucking kids all over the fucking place. All single mums. Now, to me, I think that's that's like a bit of a lack of self-respect, to be honest, on the woman's behalf, to do that, to be honest, you know. But I think that's few and far between. Not most women wouldn't really entertain that. But that's just a side. That's just a side note, anyway. So as a man, it can decrease your sexual market value if you've got kids. Not completely, but it will. But not to the point where you're struggling to get women. Nowhere near that point. Okay. So now we're gonna move on to the truth behind women who have multiple kids. Again, whether it's by the same man or whether it's by different dudes. Okay. Now, what some of these women don't quite understand is that, let's just put it bluntly, for starters, yeah, they won't necessarily have any trouble getting a man. They won't have trouble putting a man on a night out or on a dating app or whatever, or out and about, whatever. They won't have trouble putting a man. Whether they got 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, hell, even 5 or 6, whatever. They won't have trouble pulling a man. Believe that. Yeah? But what's the big asterisk? There's an asterisk society. There's an asterisk. And what is the asterisk? Is that most men won't be serious with you. Most men will not be serious with you. They might lie initially, or they might carry on lying, but deep down, they're not serious about you. Because let's be honest. Just because a woman's got fucking multiple kids, bro, she still might look hot. She's still gonna be bangable. Still gonna be fuckable. You know what I mean? She's still gonna be fuckable. You know, that's just the reality of it. She's still gonna be fuckable. But, like I said, what's the asterisk aside that? Those guys might not necessarily want to hang around too long. They might see it as, okay, she's got a few kids. The pussy's alright. I'll fuck it for a bit. Until, I might fuck it for a bit, I might fuck it for a few weeks, a month, 2 months, until something better comes by. Yeah? And they're off. Yeah? So what you gotta realize is, a lot of these men will dip in and dip out. Trust me. They will dip in and dip out. Especially if they know you're getting drama from their baby dad or baby dads, they'll dip out even faster. They might hit it once or twice and quit it. Yeah, for the most part. Or you got these ones who are leeches, because you'll find men like that. There's men out there who are leeches. They'll see a woman, yeah, single, who've got a few kids, yeah. They've got nothing about themselves. They're not really bringing anything to the table, and they'll leech onto a woman like that because they might see him as easy bait. They might see him as an easy catch. They might think, they might think to themselves, hang on a minute, well, I'm probably they might think to themselves, I'm in a better position than you. I've probably, some of these guys, they might have kids, they might not, but let's say they got no kids. Some of these guys might have no kids, yeah? Or they might have whatever, okay? Just for example, they might not have no kids. They come across a woman who's got a few kids or whatever. Yeah, and again, they're not bringing anything to the table, deadbeat motherfuckers, yeah? I know these women like these deadbeat motherfuckers, but anyway, they'll leech onto that. They'll hang around. They'll hang around, but believe me, they will hang around for however long it lasts. they will hang around and just leech off him in one way or another. Because what they'll do, they might see some of these women as vulnerable, okay? They might see some of these women as vulnerable. They might see these women as, you know, undesirable. Some of these women as they might be able to tell that bit of low self-esteem, you know. And these men who are leeches, they'll see that a mile off, and they think, okay, hang on a minute, okay, cool. So let me get with this chick here now. I know she's got a few kids in that. Let me get with this chick here now. Do my little thing with this one. But don't get me wrong. They might not necessarily be faithful with that girl. He'll be out fucking some next chick, trust me. But his main chick will be the girl with the kids, because he'll be benefiting off that. He'll be, you know, he'll be getting meals cooked for him at that, you know. He'll be getting invited around, meals cooked for him. You know, a bit of pussy as well. Whatever, you know what I mean, you know. Because some of these women, right, they got a little bit of self, you know, low self-esteem, kind of a little bit of lack of self-respect, kind of thing. So they'll see, they'll see a man interested in them. I think, you know what? Fucking hell, I'm surprised this guy is actually interested in me. Even though this guy's a piece of shit, he ain't bringing nothing to the table. Yeah, but this guy's interested in me. I've got a few kids, like, clock's ticking. And this guy's interested in me. You know, and he knows about kids and that. And they'll look after him as well. So he'll be like an extra kid. He'll be treated like an extra kid. So he'll be getting looked after as well. Just like the kids. That's how these men with these leech mentalities work. Because I see these men around. Trust me, I see these men around. I know about them. Trust me. Okay. So this is what some of these women don't realize. You know. Also, following on from that, you'll also get a type where you also get a type of man where, again, the guy might not have no kids himself, or he might have kids as well, and he'll happily get with a woman who's got kids. You know, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And he'll be genuinely interested in that woman. Yeah? He'll be genuinely interested. He'll be genuinely interested, and he'll be genuinely want shit to work. Yeah? Right? But there can be a problem with that sometimes. Because some of these women, right, they don't realize what's necessarily in front of them. Again, I'm not talking about a man who's rich or got a high status or anything like that. They won't notice a genuine guy who's in front of them. They won't notice it. Yeah? So in turn, they won't necessarily know how to act. They won't necessarily know just the little nuances, just the little things to appease a man, or how to keep the man happy. Yeah, because men are pretty fucking simple. Men are fucking pretty simple, and any woman who says men ain't simple, they're the ones with the fucking issues. I'm talking about you motherfuckers. Any woman who says a man ain't simple, you're the one with the issue. I tell you why you got the issue. It's because you've dealt with guys who are manipulative, head fucks, deadbeat motherfuckers who's fucked up your head, right? And that's the reason why you think men are difficult. Okay? and that's your choice. That's your fault for allowing that around you, right? For however long. But anyway, going back to knowing how to act. So many women don't know what's in front of them. They don't know how to act. They just don't know how to act. Again, men are simple. Men are simple. Men, all men want, right? All men want is for a woman to be feminine, yeah, submissive. Those two things go hand in hand, yeah. And before the fucking idiots, before the idiots come on here and try and talk about, oh, what do you mean a woman should be submissive? I'm not on about fucking a woman should be on their hands and knees. Fucking, you know what I mean? Hands and knees at the man's beck and call. No. Being submissive is part of being feminine. Acting like a woman. Not always fucking got none of that fucking drama all the time. None of this arguing bullshit, nagging, arguing, trying to act like a man. You know what I mean? You gotta be submissive. You gotta know your role as a woman. Yeah. So basically, a man is simple. A man wants a woman who's, let's just roll it in one. A woman who's feminine. We want sex, yeah. And we don't want to get fucking nagged. That's it. That's how simple we are. Oh, and if you can cook, even better. If you can cook, even better. And that really goes for, fuck these millennial girls, you know what I mean, who are like 24 and below. They don't know how to fucking cook shit. Then again, some women my age don't know how to cook, but that's very rare. So yeah, men are pretty fucking simple. And yeah, so what I'm saying is, so like I was saying, some women just don't know how to act when they got someone who wants to be genuine with them, wants to build something with them, yeah. They don't know how to act because they want to start dramas. They want to start drama and all that bullshit, yeah. You know what I mean? When there's genuine men out there who want something with somebody, but they don't know how to fucking act. You know what I mean? And that can come down to, you know, the wrong decisions of the wrong decision making of previous men and stuff like that. You don't know how to act. You know? And like I was saying, men are pretty easy to please. Really easy to please. But so to round it up, yeah. So does women who have multiple kids or kid by man or men lower their sexual market value? Hell yes. Hell yes. That can lower, like I said, it's almost like the opposite to men. Like, that can lower a woman's sexual market value down by about 80%, probably even more, probably 90%. I'll say 90%. You will lower it down to 90%. Because what you're gonna find is, you'll come across these women, right? And what you'll find is they've been with let's say after their baby daddy or whatever, they've been with like other men since then. What, you know, whatever time frame, whether it's been a few months, half a year, yeah, they've been with different guys and then it's never worked out. Yeah? Because, like I was saying before, you can be attractive as fuck and have multiple kids, but a man ain't really looking, but most men ain't looking for that. Most men, even though it sounds hypocritical, even though a man can have 3 kids himself, yeah? Or whatever, right? He don't want to go settle down with a woman who's got fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids. He don't want to do that. It sounds hypocritical, but that's just the truth of the matter is. Because, as I was explaining earlier, us men, we still have more options. We have more options to settle down with a woman who's actually got no kids. You know what I mean? So, it decreases a woman's sexual market value way down, man. Way down. So the man will come in and dip in and dip out. Trust me, he'll dip in and dip the fuck out when he's ready. Trust me, trust and believe me when I say that. Yeah? And I can say that because I've done that myself over, a few years ago. About a number of years ago now. Basically, you come across, you meet a woman or whatever, she seems cool and that, but you just know it ain't really gonna go anywhere. You're just thinking, nah, I'm not really ready for this, I'm not really ready for it, to be honest. I'm not really ready for it. And I didn't promise any false dreams. I wasn't thinking, I definitely want a relationship with her. I just said, look, see, we'll just see how it goes. Blah, blah, blah. And that was it. But I'm not someone who will regularly go and do that. I've probably done that a couple of times. Just dip in and dip out. You know what I mean? And these women will go through the same cycle for a long period of time until they're completely washed up. And by that time they're completely washed up, yeah, they'll be bitter and fucking twisted to fuck. And that's just the truth. That's just the harsh reality. Yeah? So, so the point is, it comes down to a woman to have the wherewithal to know that a man's fucking serious about him. It takes some wherewithal for a woman to know that. And if they know that, they will act right. They will act right. Because if not, he'll be done. He'll be off. Trust me. He'll be off to get the next pussy. It won't be hard. It won't be hard. And yeah, and then we could say, well, it won't be hard for a woman to go out and find next dick. It won't be hard for either of us to do that. But as I was saying, you'll find the next dick, right? But he won't be serious about more time than not. He won't be serious about you. He's just gonna get what he wants and he's off. And there'll be you back to square one again, chatting shit about men. Yeah. And whatever. And then the man will be off. He'll be back to square one. But the difference is his options are higher. His options are fucking higher. Trust me. Believe and trust and believe that his options will be higher. He can go back to square one and bag a chick, bro. And he can and once a woman knows he's got kids or whatever, she'll then she'll know from then whether it's gonna work out or not. Yeah, and she'll probably most likely tell him, you know what I mean? Straight away. but more time is cool. But more time than that is cool. So then the man's got the option of being serious with that person, or just going with the flow, or dip in and dip out. You know what I mean? So the truth is, as a woman, you just gotta know how to act, man. You just gotta know how to act. If you don't know how to act, you'll just be one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, and the cycle repeats itself. Until again, you might get to your late 30s, mid 40s, washed up to fuck, to the point where you will end up, you'll end up, and you'll just take, basically they'll end up to the point where they'll literally take whatever they can get. I shouldn't laugh. It's not really funny, but that's just reality. That's just the reality of it. They'll get to the point where they'll just take whatever they can get at that point. Some women are doing it now. Like in their late 20s, 30s. They've got multiple kids now. They know their sexual. They probably know deep down their sexual market value is fucking plummeted. They know that, so they'll probably just take whatever they can get. They'll believe the lies, what the guy will say. They'll believe all that bullshit. And again, either one or two things, either that guy will be out doing his own thing with some other chicks, yeah? And coming back to you when it suits him, whatever it suits you. Or he'll fuck off when he's ready. It's that simple, you know? So basically, that's just the truth. That's just the truth of the matter, man. That's just the truth behind women with kids and men with kids. And women are at a big deficit. But. And also what you'll find is sometimes as well, is that some women will push you away. Some women will push you away. Because they feel that, like, if they let a man get in too close, if they let a man get in too close, too deep, yeah, and it goes all tits up, they don't want that drama. Yeah, and it's unfortunate because I've been with some people before, man, and I've been pushed away, man. Like they kept them saying shit, man. Like I remember one time one of them said something like, we were just talking about something, and she was like, I remember the words exactly. So when all this ends, yeah. I can't remember the whole sentence, but part of the sentence was, so when all this ends, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And she was talking about me and her. Now, in my mind, I had no intention of going elsewhere. Yeah? This woman had 3 grown kids. She's older than me. I don't know what, yeah, someone will push you away, someone will push you away. I don't think, yeah, she's quite a bit older than me. She's like late 40s. Fuck knows if she's still watching my videos and that though. But, yeah. Like she was saying that she kept on like saying certain things, man. I'm like, I don't know what's giving this impression, because I'm spending my time I'm spending my time, yeah? You can't get time back. I'm spending my time. I'm coming to see you. We're going out, we're doing this and we're doing that. Yeah? You know? I think we've only seen each other for a few months. Probably, I don't know how many months. I think it was less than half a year. I think so anyway. And she almost couldn't wait to find just something. Like, just to completely push me away. I'm like, really? Like, really? Now, I'm not saying because she was in the mid to late 40s that she should be so appreciative of me coming along. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. I'm not going on like I'm God's gift or anything like that. But I don't understand why you would do that. You know what I mean? Like, what are you so content to be single and independent? You know, some women really want to be that bitter old woman. Some women are they got it ingrained in their head. I'm like, what the fuck is that about? That's some weird shit. But you know what? I don't know. Again, so many these things come from their bad choices in relationships prior to that. Because more time than not, whenever I've either not even felt like I've been pushed away, whenever I've noticed women trying to push me away, or just other things like that, there seems to be a common denominator. The common denominator is that they've been in some fucked up relationships prior to that. Whether the guy's been abusive, mentally, physically, they've been in some fucked up relationships. Whether it's been on a long, whether it's been on a long period of time, or whatever. They've been in some fucked up relationships. So this is what I mean. So it fucks up their mind. They can't think straight, bro. They can't think straight. And I've noticed this. I've noticed it, man. This is very common. This is very, 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 very common. Yeah. And you got genuine guys out there who wanna, you wanna make shit work out though, but because you got certain blocks in their head, certain misconceptions, they've got certain blocks, certain barriers, misconceptions in their head, and all this shit. So it makes them blind it makes them partially blind to see what's really going on. And you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Just act right, man. It's not hard to act right. Well, it is for some people. Act right, and everything will be alright in the night. You know what I mean? That's a good saying, that is. Act right and everything will be alright in the night. Or act right and everything will be alright. This is a long video. Nearly 40 minutes. But hey, hopefully I haven't missed anything out, I don't think. Hopefully I haven't. I don't think I have. But if I have, feel free to comment down below and put your input in. And we can see, see what happens from there. So with that, I'm out of here.